I'm Dr. Ajesh. I'm sitting down with Mrs. Rogers here, Linda Rogers, and this is the first time you're seeing me.
Yes.
And you came to see me because you had this major breathing difficulties,
Yes.
and at that time your blood pressure was very high.
Yes.
Tell me what happened.
I started getting shortness of breath. My chest got tight, and I started wheezing to try to get a breath. And this lasted for about 30 minutes, and then afterwards I got extremely tired, exhausted, like I ran a marathon, and this happened twice. And from what I hearing from Dr. Shaw is that my heart stopped, and I'm scared.
Yeah, no, I think what happened in her case is that because of very high blood pressure, heart just couldn't work against it. And when heart couldn't work against it, it just gave up.
Yes.
And when it gave up, all the blood pretty much got dumped into lungs. And that's when he went into, we call diastolic heart failure. It's a big term, but what it means, your heart just gave up and all the blood got collected in the lung, and that's when you start having shortness of breath, wheezing. You almost felt like you were drowning, and then you felt exhausted because your heart just had worked very hard because your blood pressure was 220 or 110.
Yes.
And that could have been a life-threatening situation.
Yes.
You could have been almost on a breathing machine, the ventilator, and I'm glad you survived through that event. So the main reason it happened, this we call diastolic heart failure, was because your blood pressure was very high and heart just couldn't go against it. So we need to control the blood pressure and your heart will be fine. Your heart hasn't been damaged. Your heart is fine. Just imagine this way. It's like you got a good pump at home.
Jesus, yes.
Yeah, I mean, just think this way. If you got a good air conditioner at home, and it's a beautiful, perfect air conditioner,
Yes.
but all your ducts are plugged up, and they're putting a lot of pressure on air conditioner would not work, right?
Right.
And your house will not get cool.
Right.
It's not the fault of the engine, or it's not a fault of air conditioner. It's the pressure it has to work with, right?
Right.
Same way with your heart. Your heart is a good heart, because we did the ultrasound today. But when it came down to working against the pressure, it just couldn't handle it. So what do we need to do? Control
Our diet.
and control the blood pressure, right?
Control the blood pressure.
And how are we going to control the blood pressure?
With medication.
And what's the problem with the medication in your case?
I can't afford it
Why not? What you just told me that.
because I don't have any money.
You
I'm
told me
on
that
the-
either it's, what did you say? Either it's a food or it's medicine? Well, how did you say it?
Is either food or medication. And I have dealt with that because it's on me to pay for my prescriptions and food and mortgage.
You think it's fair?
No.
I don't think it's fair either. I think a person like you who has worked hard for the country, who has tried her best being a good citizen, I think in my opinion, you should not, nobody should go through this kind of issue. I think to me, getting a proper medicine is the right of every American. You know why? Because let's hope never, but in case if you get into the same situation again, or if a minor stroke happens, let's hope never, that would be thousands more time expensive than just giving you some simple medicine.
Right.
And I think it's an obligation of society to take care of you.
Yes.
I wouldn't call it an obligation of government, but I think it's an obligation of society. Tell me about the blood pressure machine. I asked you to purchase a new blood pressure machine to monitor your blood pressure at home. And same thing, right? You can't afford
I
to get
cannot afford another blood pressure machine.
I mean, that to me again is sad part, because when a person has a high blood pressure, to me, insurance companies or whatever government insurance companies are, they should provide a blood pressure machine free to the people who have diagnosis of blood pressure.
Yes.
Because if a person has diabetes, they provide a blood sugar machine. Why can't they provide a blood pressure machine? You know, I think to me, if you check your blood pressure at home regularly, not only you will remember to take your medicine, but it will also give you a feedback to see if it's coming under control, see if you are eating still too much salt or not. So to me, I think having your own blood pressure machine would be a benefit. And I think insurance companies should just give you a blood pressure machine, because the medications you're going to take sometimes are going to be hundreds of dollars.
Yes.
And blood pressure machine rather, is only about $55.
Yes.
So to me, I think our priorities are kind of in the wrong order right now.
Yes, they are.
So
I want to make sure that other people that are in my predicament, that can get help. And I'm just thankful that I came, because I didn't know the extent of my blood pressure, and you've helped me to understand the extent. I just hope that I can afford the medication.
Oh yeah. No, I think now you're here, so it's my responsibility.
Okay.
Because once you come and see me, it's my job to get you the medicine.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
By any means. Make sense?
Yes.
By any means necessary,
Yes.
I'll get you the medicine.
Okay.
If it's samples,
Yes.
whatever it is, but I'll get you the medicine.
Okay.
Your job is to not eat salt. Your job is to not eat frozen food. Your job is to walk 15 minutes twice a day, light walk. Your job is to do some meditation. Your job is to do some praying. Your job is to go to the church regularly.
I do that.
Your job is to take care of your family.
I do
That's
that.
your job.
I do that.
And my job is to take care of your blood pressure, give you the medicine you need, make sure the medicines you can afford it.
Okay.
And my job is to just watch you and work with you.
Yes.
All right?
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.